Hey guys, welcome back to Take on Tottenham. My name is Ben and this is my take on Tottenham. And Europa League, back on the Europa League trail again. It's coming thick and fast. We played Shkendija of Macedonia last night. And this is just a match review of that game. Nothing too extravagant, just a few notes I've jotted down here. But let's just get into it. So we won 3-1. It turned out to be like the Plovdiv match, tougher than we probably would have thought. I don't think any of these games are going to be easy. I think everyone's probably expecting us to blow these teams away, and they're going to set up shop and try and stop us. They're not just there to make up the numbers. They will want to cause a massive upset, and it would be. And they're making us work for it. So it is difficult. I know people's expectations are high, and a lot of people are more expecting a trophy this year. I don't think we will win the Europa League. I feel like I was going to say better teams. I do feel like there is better teams out there that are more seasoned at sort of winning this sort of trophy. I'm still hopeful on like a League Cup or an FA Cup, but I think the Europa League might just be a stretch too far. If we do, it'll be a great story, considering where we've had to start with it, and in terms of finishing, I think we play a lot of games in that time. So, but anyway, to the match. So, just got a few notes here, but Sonny, I think, is looking fantastic. Set up the first goal. I don't think anyone noticed this, but Sonny's assist for the first goal, I feel, is so underrated. He drew in three of the Shkendija players. He drew three of those in, and he had two more that were approaching. So there was a total of 5 players approaching Sonny, and he managed to bring all them in while then finding a pass to a very open Lamela. And that's what I love about that goal, because Lamela was bags of room, and I think Aurier was behind him as well, so they had two options, and there was so much space because Sonny had drew all those players in. And yeah, it was brilliant assist, and yeah, he's looking really good this season, really good. Good finish by Lamela as well, really, wasn't messing about with that. But yeah, I thought that first goal was very sort of maybe underrated for what Sonny actually did to make that goal. A bit of ball watching on their side, but take nothing away. Dele. He looked promising. I don't think anyone could say that they watched that match and the Dele of old had come through. Not at all. Far from it. But I did think he looked a little bit promising. No, again, I don't even think he's even near where he can be. But the performance last night, I think, was someone who was trying to get there. I hope I'm right. I don't know. We will see over the next few weeks how he's responded to this media thing with Jose, and the transfer window as well still being open. Do I think Dele's going to move? No, I don't think he will. Granted, yeah, if a bid of 50, 60 million came in, would consider it, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't see a club stomping up the money unless I've heard PSG are interested, but I don't even see them willing to pay 50, 60 million for Dele. I don't think anyone will have watched him over the last 3 years and think he's a 50 to 60 million player. I think he's got a lot of work to do to even reach that price tag. I think if anyone's going to come in for a price, it would probably be around 30 million, which would be a steal, really, if they signed him and reinvigorated him to what we know he can be. But I don't think he'll be leaving. I think the club will want to keep him, and I don't think feel like Dele's almost got something to prove. It's up to him. We've heard the lazy tags being thrown around, but we will see what he's made of now. And if he wants to sulk away and not perform, and it will probably come to January or even next summer, and then maybe something will happen. I hope that that's not the case. I hope he will work his hardest and hopefully go back to the Dele that we know, because we know it's in there. He's got it in his locker. We just need to find it again. It's like it's gone missing, and the stats show that. But I hope he stays, in the sense that he can find his old self again. But I think if we're in this situation by maybe next summer, where we've seen no improvement and maybe even more of a decline, which doesn't seem possible at the minute, but if we see more of a decline, I would maybe look at selling. I think a loan might be a good move. I know they've spoken about a loan, but I've heard finances are going to complicate that. But a loan could be good, but I just feel like it's not necessarily a playing time problem. I feel like it's more of a it's up to Dele himself. I don't feel like he's struggled with playing time. Like even last season, he was getting the games. There was just nothing happening. He himself needs to show what he can do. We know it's there. So yeah, Dele a little bit more promising last night, but still loads of room for improvement. Their goal, I'm going to be really nitpicky on their goal because I sort of examined it quite a bit. Joe Hart, first of all, probably the least to blame for it, because I think it was a brilliant goal. Not to take anything away from the goal scorer, but I feel like Joe Hart, the ball sort of came in from the left, and he was still sort of, say where the camera is here, this is the goal. Instead of being in centre, he was sort of more over here, and I feel like it maybe lost him a yard on where the ball actually went, and obviously went into the top corner. Again, it was a fantastic goal, and that's me being really nitpicky. More to blame is, I would say, Bergwijn and Davies. Just tracking back, all sort of nonchalant, not really applying any pressure, and they gave the guy some room, and he saw it and took the shot and scored. Davies just didn't really go towards him, just sort of put his leg out and turned a bit, and didn't really apply much pressure. Bergwijn behind him, and he's just not applying any pressure, and that's, like I said, why the guy took the shot. Sanchez as well. I had to dig Sanchez out on this one. So the ball comes in, I think, from a throw-in on the left. Sanchez leaves the defensive line to run at the guy who passed it for the assist. He runs to him, and the guy who got the assist in the end starts making a run, almost like he was planning a 1-2 sort of thing. And Sanchez just left that space completely open. Alderweireld wasn't able to cover that space. He was maintaining the line. Massive hole in defence where that player was running. Obviously, because he got enough space, he just took a shot in the end. But it did look like the way the move was starting in that phase, it looked like he might have been maybe starting for like a 1-2 or something. So Sanchez just got completely drew out of position. Similarly to their first goal that they conceded. Sanchez just got drew out of position and then was left just like probably lucky that they scored from that, because I felt like if he wasn't going to shoot, he was just going to pass it into that hole. And sort of when he got drew into that situation anyway, he didn't even go for a tackle. He just applied minimal pressure and again just let the guy pass it to him. And it's just little mistakes like that. We've conceded in every game so far, and you know, if you've seen my previous videos, that Sanchez is not one who really fills me with much reassurance. So yeah, I didn't like that. But back onto the positives. Ndombele, I think, looking great. Not to the player that we know he can be, but I think looking really good. I think some brilliant passing from him. He just finds that hole, doesn't he? He just finds that little area where no one is, and he just manages to thread the ball through there perfectly, supplying a lot to the right wing. And yeah, I just think we're seeing glimpses of Ndombele coming back, I think, and I'm really, really happy, because I think he can have a really good season, and I'm glad that Jose is giving him the opportunities as well. I think Sonny and Kane get so much praise against Southampton. That Ndombele assist was amazing against them for our equaliser. He shrugged the what was it? He used his muscle, because he's a big guy. He's got a lot of muscle to him. Used his muscle, shoved, I think it was Ward-Prowse off the ball, and then they did a little sort of 360 turn. I can't remember the other player, might have been Romeu. did a little 360 sort of one turn on him, and then straight away thread the ball through to Sonny, and he went and scored our equaliser. Such an underrated thing because everyone was so wowed by the Sonny Kane assists and goal scoring thing, and Ndombele's assist was really missed, I think, on that one. But it was really, if you can go and watch it, it was really something. And yeah, today, like I said, some really good passing, and I'm hoping that we'll really see him come out of his shell this year and really show us what we all know he can do and what he's capable of. Sonny, as I said before, great. Looking a threat every time he's on the ball. He's got the pace. He's now contributing assists. He's had 2 assists in this game. Him and Kane really working well together. It's really good to see. We saw a glimpse of it against Arsenal actually last season in the North London derby at our stadium, and I think sort of almost as if they were sort of playing like a top 2 maybe, I don't know, but they sort of seem to be working together quite well. They've been really good together individual. They've been really good in the team as individuals, but I feel like the last couple of weeks and sort of towards the end of last season, we've seen them linked together as almost like a partnership. I don't want to use the word strike partnership. We have missed a good strike partnership at Spurs. We've not had a good one since Keane, Berbatov, Crouch, Defoe sort of era. But yeah, they're looking really good together, and I'm hoping we'll be seeing some good things from them this season. So that's it. That's my match review. Good result in the end. Again, we survived a bit of a scare. These teams are not going to be going down easily. I think everyone's expecting us to blow them away, and we're going to have to fight. If we want to win this tournament or do well in it, we are going to have to fight hard for it, and hopefully we'll have the depth in the squad to deal with all that. Luckily, we have a home tie next week. I think it's next week against Maccabi, I think it is. So yeah, we've been to Bulgaria and then Macedonia, and thank God we've got a home tie, because doing Bulgaria, Macedonia, Israel would have been very demanding on the squad. But luckily it's at home, and yeah, it's knockout football already. It's knockout football, no second legs. So yeah, we go again. We've got Newcastle on Sunday. That's going to be a very big game for us. Newcastle are up and down on form. I thought they were looking really good at the start of the season. Granted, we are still at the start of the season, but they obviously lost 3-0 to Brighton as well last week. So it'll be a very interesting game. I'm really obviously hoping for a win, but I'm really hoping we can keep a clean sheet. Obviously, they've got Callum Wilson, who we were linked with over the weekend as well. So that'll be difficult because I do rate him as a striker. But I'm hoping that out of anything we can keep a clean sheet, because we need to. We've conceded every game so far, and yeah, we just need to show a bit more solidarity at the back. Looking at you, Eric Dyer. So that's it. That's my match review. Please hit the subscribe button and like. Appreciate all the support. And drop us a comment. Let us know what you thought of the match. And like I said, I'm a brand new channel, so I'm open to feedback as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I might do a match preview. Who knows? Keep an eye out for it. If not, it'll be a match review. And yeah, we go again. Unless there's some big transfer news, but I think most of it's done. We are in talks for, is it Shkendija from Inter Milan, but apparently they're way off in their valuations at the minute. So if that develops, I'll do a video. But as of right now, it's pretty quiet on the transfer front. So yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, and as always, come on, you Spurs.